Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 18 of our Transport Fever 2 Let's Play. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos, and as always, like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into episode 18. So we're just taking a look at one of our construction materials routes. It's running from this construction materials plant down here in Northam, and it's running construction materials up here to Bradley Stoke. And you probably noticed that these are the new vehicles, our new trucks. And that's one of the things that I did just off camera really quick, was I went through and changed out all of our vehicles to the new trucks. So you'll see new trucks all over the place. And these are going to be great. These are just going to move a lot of construction materials. One thing that I did was I decreased the number of vehicles on almost all of the lines. So like this oil line, for instance. Let's see, what is this? Crude. It used to have 20 vehicles on it, so now it only has 10. And we'll see how that works. And you can see that these are still clearing. They're still clearing the platform. So we may run into places where maybe there aren't enough, maybe there are still too many, and we'll work on those as we run into those issues. So just a little channel update real quick. Obviously, we're getting to the point where we've done a lot. I don't want to say all, but definitely a lot on this map. And we're almost at 2,000, so I'll probably run this right up until probably present day, or just kind of until we run out of stuff. And then I'm working on starting up a new series for the channel. So it's probably going to be another Transport Fever 2 playthrough. I love this game. It's so much fun. And I've got some really interesting ideas on how to change it up. So hopefully you guys will get excited for that. And if so, definitely let me know if you've got ideas for things that you want me to give a shot. So, let's go ahead and hop into this. Firstly, I want to check out how this is performing. So we should be delivering grain down here. So this is actually upgrading. That's great to see. And our new trucks are taking full loads of grain. Let's see if we can just make sure that that is occurring. It is. And I imagine that this is probably not getting enough grain. It is not, but we are still getting a decent amount of plastic on the platform. This guy's going to have to wait a little bit to get enough. And then hopefully when this upgrades, when this finishes upgrading, this will start pumping out more grain and we can get some more vehicles onto that line. And then I guess just sticking with the grain route. So we've got trucks over here waiting to move steel. Obviously we've got too many. I'm just going to sell one. Let's see, is this guy trying to upgrade? I imagine he will fairly shortly. How many vehicles do I actually have on this line? So we've only got 4. I think that's a good number. They'll kind of always be moving back and forth. This has got a decent amount of plastic and steel, so it is producing goods, probably putting them directly onto that truck. Which is good. And as Watford's starting to get some goods, they are. Which is really good. Another great thing about getting these new trucks is it just decreases the amount of traffic in a lot of these cities. Look at that, Watford jumped right to skyscrapers. I love to see that. So let's take a look at how this is functioning. So this Watford to Low grain route, it's got 8 vehicles on it. Okay, and we have a problem here. So, if we just look at these lines. I'm going to bump this. See, at Low North. Oh, maybe it's because I put this platform in wrong. There we go. Just get these guys to move up there. Oh, this is a disaster. Alright, how many vehicles do I have on this line? 5? I'm going to delete all of these vehicles just to get them out of the way, and then I'll come down to our depot down here and just buy 5 new ones. 5. We will put these on this route. And truthfully, 5 may be too many. Did I not put them on that route? I did not. Alright. So now we've got vehicles on this line. So if we come down here, I think 5... Actually, that's going to Southall. That's why I have 5 on there. Because it's a longer route. And now these guys should freely... Let's just make sure that... Interesting. I think this station... Something is up with this. Let's see if I can fix this. So if I take these off, and then I put the entrance... If I flip these, does that fix these lines? I'm hoping it does. Yeah, that's much better. So let me just speed this up really quick and see if these guys clear out. Yes, okay. So that fixes these lines now. We're going to get a bit of backup here just until these guys clear out. And go back and get more grain. These are great trucks. I love getting these in this game. Okay. So that should work itself out. Now, I just want to make sure that some of these other stations aren't doing weird stuff. Just make sure I didn't put them in backwards. That one's good. That one's good. That one is good. And then, where's the plastic? Yeah, that one's good as well. Okay. So let's go over and check this grain, see if it's... overproducing now. It is, which is great. So I'll probably get maybe 4 more vehicles onto that line. Just to move more grain. And we'll let this run. And now, the big project for today is I would like to start producing goods here so that we can deliver them into Bradley Stoke and then also into Chatham. So this is from the Expanded Industries mod. And the production chain that I'm going to use is plastic and paper. The reason being is that we have a paper mill here. We could probably use this plastic also. I would have to supply a ton more grain to it. I could also use this plastic up here. I don't think there's a plastic... There's actually a plastic here. And I could do a little loop there. And then maybe truck the plastic up to here. Yeah, I like that. Let's actually do that. So I'm going to take the crude from this oil well to this refinery and then back to this chemical plant. And that should actually be a really nice loop here. So let's go ahead and start that. I'm just going to back this road all the way off right here. Just get it completely out of our way. And I think this is going to be a really, really fun build. So now I want to get... so let's just go ahead and upgrade this straight away. And we'll go ahead and get a platform in here. So this just needs 1 platform. So we'll put it in like that. We'll expand the cargo, and then I'll probably put in one of these cargo buildings. I really like the way that those look. And now we'll go ahead and connect these in. And now we need to figure out how to connect into this road. And I'm thinking the best way to do it is probably a tunnel. Because if we look at this terrain, yeah, that's a pretty major terrain feature. I could come around it like this. Yeah, why don't we do that? So I'm going to leave the terrain view on. And I'm going to just run a straight road just like that. And then curve it in. Like that. And now let's just try and cut across this terrain without too much slope. So we'll cut around here. Cut around here. And now we'll just loop back in. And this is certainly not the most profitable route to take. But I just think it, kind of looks nice. Looks pretty cool. We'll just smooth that out. So now we've kind of got this road curving around this big terrain feature. I think that that's probably much more reasonable than tunneling all the way through just for one industrial route. I don't think that that would be very likely to occur. So now if we come in here, I'm going to upgrade this road. I'm also going to lock it, just so that they don't develop on it. And now we need to put in a depot here, and this is going to need just one stop, actually, because we're going to use the same trucks. So if I put that in here, we'll configure this. I think I'll probably delete this road out. And now put our one-way in. So we'll connect in right like that. Let's see, if I bring that down like this, and then I connect in, that should work. Great. So now that's set up. So now we need to get a road right over here. So we'll curve around like this. And then probably just bring that straight just a little bit more. And then I actually want to delete this out. And then we'll connect in there like that. And now we need to get a station in here. Now this will need two platforms. One to drop off the refined oil, and then one to pick up the plastic and take it over to our goods factory. So we'll add those in. We will add in our street access. And then we'll branch these in. And then let's see where we need to go. So we need to go over to here. So I'm going to put in a road here. Just straight off, like that. And then I'm going to put my road depot right at this junction. And now let's establish this line and get this line going while we build out the rest of the plan. So we want to stop there, and then we want to take that down to this refinery, and then drop it off at this plastic. It's going to do that loop. That's okay. I mean, ideally, I would have the station on the other side so that they would just loop in and then leave. But there's really not going to be that much traffic on here, so I don't really have a problem with that. So this is going to be a truck route, and it's going to be, it's all in Ulverston, which is great. Ulverston, crude, and oil. And I want them to pick up a full load at the crude, but then I'll just let them pick up whatever's here on their way back. I think that will work. Yeah. And now let's go ahead and get some vehicles on here. We're going to use our new 40-ton tanker trucks. And I'll probably start off with like 8, maybe. And we'll go ahead and get those on that line. So these will come out, and they will go over and start to pick up crude. We should start to see crude on this platform. We do. Perfect. So now I'm going to delete this road out. Probably all the way, honestly. Just to just to get us a bit more space to work. And now where do we want to go? We want to go to this refinery here. Man, and look at that traffic. We are going to try to deal with that in this episode. But for now, we're just going to leave it as is. So now this is going to need plastic. Probably take it straight just a little bit. Okay, so let's think about this. This is going to be getting plastic delivered to it by truck. And then I think the rest is going to be delivered by rail. Because we're going to take logs from here, train them over to this paper mill, where we get the paper, and then we're going to drop the paper off here. So we only need one truck station. So if I bring this down like this, that should give me enough space to make this truck station. And then I'm going to, let's see if I can I bridge this? That's an extremely steep bridge. So I don't want to do that. I'm just trying to think about the best way for this to operate. And I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm actually just going to move this road. Just for now, just temporarily. This is going to be super ugly, but we are going to fix this after we get this established. So now that we've got that, I'm just going to pull this a little bit closer and then bridge over here. Try and make as gentle of a bridge as I can. That looks pretty good. I might use this bridge. So now we've got a bridge there. And now we need to figure out, so aiming roughly for this, I think that's a silver mine. How do we want to get over here? And I think the way that we're going to do it is just tunnel this. So if I bring this straight through, and then tunnel it, and now we'll use Shift and M to bring it up. Be as gentle as it can be. I wonder if that rock goes away when I build this. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Okay. And now I just want to make this a little bit smoother. So I'm going to try that. I'm just going to try and connect those like that. That's much nicer. And then I'll probably back this out as well. And just connect that in. So now it's nice and smooth. So now let's go ahead and get our drop-off. We only need one platform for the drop-off. And so I'll probably put the stop like right here. And now this is going to have 3 platforms. 3 extra platforms. I don't need that many because it's just a drop-off. But I just think it looks a bit nicer. It kind of gives them a good runway to pull up and drop off. And now we'll connect these in. And then I'll just come in here and just smooth this out. So much traffic here. Again, we're gonna deal with that once we get this finished. So I'm just gonna go into my terrain view just because we have a bit of a terrain feature that we want to avoid. So we'll curve this around. Come straight through here. Curve this up and just trying to see where we're going. So if I bring that to there and then connect it in, that will work. And that looks really good. This is really flat, which is really nice. So now let's just establish our new line. So this will come from platform 2, and it will drop the plastic off here. And maybe we'll make that a red color. Actually, it's plastic. Let's make it a purple color. And this will be a truck route from Ulverston to Bradley. And this is plastic. And I want it to wait for a full load at Ulverston. And now let's come over here and get some trucks on there, because this should be close to getting oil delivered. I'm probably going to add a couple more vehicles onto this line. Maybe 2 for now. And now let's get some vehicles onto this line. So if I come into this depot, we're going to be delivering plastic, so we need our tarpaulin truck. And maybe we'll get 5 for now. And we'll see how that works. I'm just worried about them blocking this entrance here. So those are our new trucks. So do we have any trucks on their way back with any amount of oil? That one has 1. That one has 8. Yeah, so it's just kind of going to be slow going for a little while. These are bringing full loads, so I might get 2 more vehicles onto this line, just so that we get enough oil moved. And this should be sending it. Yeah, see, this really hasn't even kicked off yet. So now it should really start producing, and we should start to see a decent amount of oil onto that line. Okay, so this is what I was worried about. These guys are going to block the platform, so I'm just going to sell this last truck so that the guys delivering the oil will always be able to get in and drop off here. Luckily, this is 1-to-1, so we're going to get 1 whole plastic dropped off, which is great. Actually, we probably won't even, because it's not going to... The plant won't even have, like, activated yet. So now we need to put in a rail station here. And this station, it's going to be a through station. We'll make it 240 meters with 2 platforms. And we need to be able to curve up and around this. So if I put that here, that looks pretty good. And then we need to go down to the logs. So if I angle it like that, now just maybe shift it over just a little bit. So if I put that in here, we've got some terrain issues going on, but we'll work on that in a minute. And now I just want to get an industrial road in here. And let's see, that actually connects really nicely, and that is in catchment here, which is perfect. So now let's set up our other stations. So we're going to need a, let's just see. We're going to need a, I'll make it a Terminus Station, and just with 1 platform. And now this, let's see, if I line this up with this, how sharp of a curve is that? It's pretty, that's pretty aggressive. So I might just shift it over just like that. And now let's go ahead and connect this in with a road. So I'll do that. Now I'll just smooth this out. So that's connected. And now we need to go over to this log, this lumber area. So if I bring the track here, I guess we could probably truck the goods in from here. So let me get another Terminus Station with 1 platform. And I'll probably put it right like that. We'll probably sneak inside of that marble mine. And now I'm going to delete this out. Let's go ahead and get a road in here. Pull this road out just a little bit further. And then we'll curve these together. And now that is in catchment of that. Perfect. Smooth that out. And now we need to connect our rail lines. So to do that, I'm going to delete this road out. Sorry to whoever lived there. That was completely unnecessary. And now this can be just standard track. So let's see. If I bring this all the way up here, We connect in there. What are we going to do? We're going to tunnel. Just right there. I actually really like that. So we'll do that. We'll grab our second track. Pull it into this tunnel. Pull it out of the tunnel. And then we'll run it all the way down here. All the way to right here. And then we'll branch it in. And now let's just do some quick signaling. I still need to put the cross in at the other end. But for now, we can do this. We'll send that back. And now I'll probably remove these signals briefly while I put this this cross in. And then I'll just add those signals back in manually. So now we need a signal here and here. Perfect. And now we need to connect this. So once again, I'm going to rip this road out. And I'm going to just tunnel it really quickly. Just so that it's out of our way. And now we need to bring this track all the way over here. So if I grab a track, and I put it in there, yeah, that looks really good. We actually lined this up really well. Awesome. So now I'll come back up here, I'll grab that second track, and we'll bring it all the way down here, and then merge it in. So now we need some signals. So I'll put a signal here, and then I'll put a signal here. And that actually leaves us a perfect amount of space to put a cross for these trains. Perfect. So now we need to establish some lines. So this is actually all going to be one line, I think. Hang on a minute. I actually just thought about this. So in order to move goods, we're going to need an entirely separate train. Because goods are moved in boxcars, whereas logs are moved on flat cars. And then paper is also moved on... this might not work, actually. I'm just going to go into this depot and see. So if we go to cargo... So logs are moved here, paper is not. Paper is moved in a boxcar. So I'm going to need one train. So the paper train can move goods. The logs train needs to be its own train. So I guess this will be our goods line, and now we really need to actually add another... Yeah, we need to add another line. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this out. Just delete that out a little bit. And now we're going to get a station with 2 stops. One for the goods and one for the logs. And I'm just going to try and get this as close as I can. Right there. And now we're going to want to bring the goods into this platform. Pull this down a little bit more and then merge it in. And now how many sets? I think I only need to add one more set of signals. Okay, so this is going to be our goods and paper line. And now we need to add in our logs line. So to do that, I'm just going to back this out a little bit. I'm going to shift it to the other side. So this track will go in there, and then this one's going to come down like that. And now we can just configure this really quick to add on another platform. And this is where we'll drop off the logs. And now I just need to make a pass through over here. So we'll just make a quick pass through. And I could actually get rid of this whole second platform altogether. I'm going to do that. Right? Because I'm just... Here I'm going to be dropping off paper and picking up goods. So they can use the same platform for that. So I'll just add in the pass-through directly there. So now if I grab this track... and I just bring it all the way down to this other platform. Like that. Try and line these up. Oh, lost it. And now we'll just bring this all the way into this pass-through like that. Making sure we're using that same tunnel. And now I'll just bring this all the way down, and this will be for our logs. Bring that to about there, and then we will curve that in, and now we just need some signals. So I'll get a one-way signal there. Let's see where that ended. It ended right here. That's perfect. So we'll send that back. And now if I come down here, so I need to add in these signals again. So we'll want one there and one there. And now I'll put a signal here, sending that all the way up to this station, and then one going back. Perfect. Okay, so now we should be good to establish our lines. And I want to put in, I'll need to put in a rail depot. So if I just spin this around, kind of hug it to this station, and then I'll probably put the crossover like right here. Bring it down a little bit, and then curve it in. And then this needs to be a double switch so that they can get on both of those lines. Cool. So our first line is going to be for the logs. So this is going to go straight through up to here. It's using the side that I want it to use for logs. It's passing through. I'm just going to change the color on this so just that we can see it better. And then it's coming right into that station. Perfect. And at Chatham, I want it to wait for full load for maybe 60 seconds. And this is going to be a rail route, and it's going to be Chatham to Ulverston logs. And now we can go ahead and get a train on here. So I'm going to use one of the no-habs. And we need the flat cars for the logs. So we'll just make that as long as we can. Make it that red color. And go ahead and put it on that line. And that should make its way down the line. And now we need another line. And this is going to be from Chatham up to get paper. And then back to Bradley Stoke. And at Chatham, I want it to wait for a full load. Or maybe... Oh, wait, no. No, I don't. What do I want this to do? I think at Ulverston, I want it to wait for a full load of paper for maybe 60 seconds. And then at Bradley Stoke, it could wait for a full load of goods for maybe 40 seconds. And this is going to be a rail route. It's going to be, I'm going to say Ulverston to Chatham, paper, and goods. Something like that. And now we'll make this maybe a blue color, just so that they contrast really nicely. And this is going to be boxcars. So we want a no-hab, and we want max out boxcars, because we're moving paper and goods. So if I just make this, again, as long as it can be. I think I used like that blue. What do we get? We got some new planes. The Tupolev. Which we probably won't use, truthfully. Let's let that get established. So we're delivering plastic now. This actually has a pretty good amount of oil. I could probably go ahead and get some more vehicles on this oil line, although they're having to wait at this station, so I really can't, honestly. Not until that upgrades itself. But these are delivering plastic, which is good. Let's see if any of it made it all the way down here. It has. So now we just need these rail lines to work themselves out. So this should be delivering goods. It is. This is going to leave with virtually a full load, if not a full load. And now I could probably get another one of those trains on there. So I will. Which is good, because now they're at opposite ends of the line. And this needs to be terraformed. This rail is, it did some things. But, again, the maintaining, like, a good speed through here is key. So now, we're going to want to deliver these goods into Chatham. So we need to figure out how we want to run our road. Let's see, if I branch it off like that. Yeah, that'll probably work. And now we're going to curve this down here. I'm going to get rid of this road because it's just in our way. And then I'll probably tie it in. Let's see. So this is a main road. This is a main road. So why don't I get a 4-lane with bus lanes, and I'll just punch it straight through to here. And I'll even carry it on a little bit further. And then this is where we can tie this road in. So let me just turn on our terrain view so that we can avoid this terrain feature right here. So we'll come around here. That, and now if I just curve that in. Quick autosave. Quick autosave. The autosaves get quite long. Oh, and I put bus lanes on this, didn't I? Yep. So I'm just going to fix that. I'm gonna take these bus lanes off. Cool. And now let's just smooth this out a little bit. And now we need a stop here, so I'm just going to upgrade this portion of the road. Oh, yeah. Can't upgrade that portion. And this is going to need just one stop to deliver these goods. So we'll put that there. We'll add on some capacity. We'll add in our road. And now let's see if we can make a good clean connection here. kind of an odd intersection, but it will function just fine. Especially because there's really not going to be a lot of traffic down here. Okay, so now these trucks are going to come in here, and this is where they need to deliver. So I'll have them come down this main road, and then maybe deliver on this side street. Maybe here. And then I'll just have them come back here and get back on this road. We have a waypoint, so I'll probably use it. So now if we make a new line from this stop, I'm going to change the color just so that I can see it. I'll make it a red color. And we want to drop off at this stop. Okay, so they're going to use this road. And then I want them to come back this way. Great. So now let's go ahead and get some vehicles on here. So I need a road depot. And these are going to be the tarpaulin trucks to deliver goods. 4. Let's do 3 to start. They're that red color, and we'll just go ahead and get them on this line, which will be a truck route, and this is going to be Chatham goods. Awesome. These trucks should come out and come up here. I just want to make sure that they wait for a full load. Perfect. This is moving logs, which is great. Did this pick up paper? It did, which is also great. This has got plastic stored. And I actually want to add another stop to this, because we're also going to deliver goods right into, I think this is Bradley, that's right here. Just go ahead and smooth that out. Before we establish that line, we desperately need to fix the traffic going on in Bradley. So the first thing I'm going to do is something that we've done in a couple areas previously, is I'm going to upgrade the tram route to go a bit further out in the city. Like that. So now we'll get our tools. We want tram tracks on these tracks. Man, and as this game gets bigger, it just starts to drag. And, I mean, I don't have a non-powerful computer, and even still. So I'll do that. Okay, so now, I'm going to edit this line. So, I don't want it to go to Grove. After Albert, I want it to go... After Albert, I want it to go here. I don't want it to go to Queensway. After North, I want it to go here. Then here, and then no Queen Street. And now we can delete that stop, and delete that stop. Why is this confused? Chatham Bradley bus. Oh. Okay. So we actually did need to stop there. Chatham Bradley bus. Yeah, so no Grove. I want it to go here. And now, where were those waypoints that we were using? It doesn't look like I actually need them. Perfect. Because I'm fine with that little loop. Okay, so now these buses should figure themselves out. And I'm actually interested to see how well that line is doing. Chatham Bradley bus. Terrible. I don't know what it is about the inner city buses that they just don't like. I don't know. But okay, so now that I fixed that, I can delete this station, and then I can downgrade this, get rid of these tram tracks, and then I'll get rid of these bus lanes as well. So that can just be used for traffic. And now I want to... Let's see, I want to set up... Pull that through to here. And then we're going to circulate around here. So I'm going to upgrade this with bus lanes. I'm going to upgrade this with bus lanes. We're going to create another circulator. And then I'm also going to connect the traffic in to one of these major roads. I guess it actually could come in here, but not like this. This is just a mess. So I'm going to back this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a 6-lane road with no buses. Construction not possible. Wonder if it's this street that's causing the issue. And I'll just punch that through like that. Trying to aim for that bridge crossing. And then I might as well come back through here and just increase the capacity on this whole road. Maybe to there. Yeah, that intersects. That's actually pretty clean. And now I want to get another circulator going. So we'll put a stop here and here. Just make sure that that didn't mess up our line. It did not. Put a stop in the middle. Stops here. And then do these catch everything down there? They don't quite, so I'll just add one more stop. And then we'll just add in another line here. And this is going to be a bus route, and this is going to be Bradley Bus 1. And we'll make it maybe an orange color. And now if I come into this road depot here... Oh, that's a tram depot. Do I have a road depot around here that's connected? There's one all the way down there. Yeah, I'll just use this one. So we'll go ahead and we'll get some non-articulated buses on here, maybe 5. I think it was that orange color. And we'll put them on Bradley Bus 1. Okay. Now I'm going to back this out. Get rid of that tunnel. And now I'm going to get a 6-lane without buses. Let's see. I need to go under there, like that. So now if I just curve this and then curve this in, that looks really nice. And now let's figure out where we want to go. Up here, that connection is pretty terrible. And truthfully, Bodmin could probably use another circulator as well. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to get 4-lane with buses. And let's see if this works with tram tracks. I think this is messing with that, so we'll just fix that. So now that's got tram tracks, and now if we put in a bus stop here, that's going to reach right around to this road, and then do these cover? Yeah, those cover everything. So we'll just go in, we'll edit this line, don't go to Park Lane, quick autosave. Don't go to Park Lane, instead after Queensway. Cannot connect all stations. Why not? We have tram tracks. Do we not? After Queensway. Come up here. Maybe that tool didn't work. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. So now this should work. So now that's got tram tracks. Bradley Stoke to Bodmin. Yeah, that's not connected anymore. Okay, so I'm going to let this play just so that I can get these out of here. And now as these clear out, I can get rid of these tram tracks. And then I can also get rid of the bus lanes. So we'll get rid of the tram tracks, get rid of the bus lanes. Perfect. So now that is established, and now we want to make a circulator. So I'm thinking I will connect... Can I connect these? Can. Now what does this look like? I'm going to turn this off. Because it doesn't seem to work. And now I want to try and connect this in here. So if I take this out like that, and then connect that in like that, that works. This is a complete mess. So I'm going to delete all of these weird roads. I'm going to delete all of this. I'm going to delete this connection. And now if we just take this through here, pull that down to here. I'm going to upgrade this with bus lanes, delete that, and then I'm going to try and make this connection. Let's see if I have enough room. Okay, cool. So now that's set up. This does not need tram tracks, because this is just going to be a bus. So now let's put in a couple bus stops here. Is that a bus stop? No, that's a waypoint. And nobody's using it. So I'll just get rid of that. We'll put a bus stop in here. Here. Probably one down here. And then a couple coming back up this side. That. And now let's make a new line. This is going to be Bodmin bus 1. This is going to be a bus. It's going to be Bodmin bus 1. And now let's just change this color to maybe a green. That's a tram depot. That's a rail depot. Maybe we don't have a vehicle depot in here, so I'm going to get this. And we'll go ahead and get maybe 5 buses onto that bus 1. I actually just realized street connections. I did not know that we had these. I wonder if you, I guess you unlock those at a certain point. That's cool. Okay. And now I'm going to delete this road. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And now we just need to figure out where we want to connect. So I'm thinking I will connect here. That could be good. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to upgrade this street with higher capacity. Maybe I'll connect here. With no bus lanes. So this will be our connection. I'm actually going to back this out because we're going to need to tunnel. So I just pull that out like that and then tunnel it. Try and make it as gentle as I can. And I'm actually going to use the street with no bus lanes. Now let's just try and smooth that out as much as we can. That industry is right in the way, so I'm just going to curve around it. That. Now let's see where we're going. That looks pretty good. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer here. Now I'll make a curved tunnel. That. And now we'll connect that in. And now we can let it play, and that should work. That should function. We've got no problems, which is good. We've already got people waiting here for the bus on our new circulator line, which is great to see. I wonder where those buses are. I think I spawned them out here, so they should be on their way in to the city somewhere. Yeah, they're all right here. Cool. Ton of traffic on this road. Not surprising. But that's great. I think that this will work. We've got a ton of capacity now on this road. The high capacity road goes all the way into the city. I might even bring it through to there. Just to pull the capacity in. And then let's see. Yeah, this one punches all the way through to there. So that should help. Hopefully, anyway. So we're coming down to the end of the episode here. And I just kind of want to see how this is functioning. So these log trains are bringing nearly full loads. We're bringing a ton of paper down here. And paper seems to be the limiting factor here. So let's go check over here. I think this upgraded. It did. So now we can get another few vehicles on here. Maybe 4 more. So we'll get 4 more on there. This is producing oil, but, you know, it's probably starving itself. Not surprisingly. And then this is producing plastic, which is great. So we don't have a buildup on the platform. These trucks seem to be moving as much as they can. And this is making goods, and now let's see how many goods this takes. Pretty decent number. Oh, we do need to connect this in. That is the last thing that we need to do, because I will forget. So if I bring this off like this, and then just connect it into there. And now we need to figure out where we need to deliver the goods. Over here. So this is a pretty main road. Okay, so the goods sprawl in this direction, so maybe here. So they'll come up. So if I establish a new line, and we just got these awesome new buses, which we will probably use. If I want to drop there, yeah, that looks good. Maybe we'll make that a green color. And now we just need to get some buses onto, or some vehicles onto there. So I might just come up to this station, this depot, put maybe 3 onto line 1, which we're just going to rename really quickly. So this is going to be a truck route, and this is Bradley Goods. Cool. This is working great. We did a lot of stuff today. I'll be interested to see how the traffic does now that we've put this new road in. It seems to be doing well. We've got people waiting for these buses, which is good. We do already have people on them, so that's good. And then this bus lane is working really well. I mean, you know, moderately well. That's great. And we still have a ridiculous amount of passengers here, which I can't really do anything about. Other than Bradley to Tetford. We can make these faster. Might not be able to do much about the capacity, but I can certainly make them faster. So let's see, that is a capacity of 147. Alright, so that is better capacity. We'll just make that purple. And then why don't I do the same thing on this road too? So this has a capacity of 126. We'll put the faster trains on there. And we'll bump the capacity up. Cool. All right, guys. This is going to bring us to the end of the episode. Not sure what the ride will be for the end of the episode today. Maybe one of our new trucks. I'm really enjoying making these videos. As always, subscribe for more. It really helps me out. It's really motivating when people subscribe and like the videos. Gets me really excited to make new ones. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I apologize for some of the recording issues in episode, I think it was 16. But I should have those resolved if episode 17, had anything to show. So, anyway, until the next episode, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you very much.